Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. It is March the 18th. This is just an extra random video that I'm doing. Now, this deck that I'm using is called Seasons of the Witch. Okay, this is an oracle deck. Now, those of you that are interested, you guys can find this deck online or just at your local shop. If you guys have a tarot shop or a crystal shop near you that does sell tarot cards, maybe you guys could find it there. It's not really like a popular, deck that most, decks that you see in a store, but maybe depending on where you live, maybe you can Google search it and then find it in your local area. All right. But yeah, let's see what you might need to know. Let's get started. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What clarity and understanding can you give the collective at this time, please and thank you? All right, so let's see what the collective needs to know for today. What do you guys need to know in general? Okay, collective and soul tribe, let's see. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time for March 18th? What do they need to know for March 18th, please? And thank you. What messages do you have for the collective at this time for March 18th, Spirit? What do they need to know for Wednesday, March the 18th? What clarity can you give them? Thank you. Ooh, okay. Witch's Rosary, the number 43, angel number 7. Okay, can resonate for some of you guys with this. Okay, so rosaries could be very significant too. Like some of you guys could have a rosary, or there's something about you making one. Okay, but there's something about craft your skills with intentions repeated, a practice of magic powered by purpose. So yeah, with the number 7, there's something about your purpose or your knowing, like you have an inner knowing. Okay, so take what resonates with that. But yeah, 4s and 3s could be very significant as well with the number 7. This is about, for some of you guys, your creativity and stability, right? So let's see. Coven with the number 9. Okay, completion. It says, I am you and you are me. When we come together, we are all we seek. All right, so some of you guys, when it comes to your skills, your intentions, okay, your magic as well, especially when it comes to your purpose, there's something about you and you building a coven. Now this doesn't have to be, that deep. Okay, this could be like a collective or a community or a group of people. Everybody likes to use different words, but when you see the word coven, it doesn't have to be that witchy. Okay, but you guys could be building your own communities as well. With the number 9, this is about completion. So take what resonates with that. This is endings leading to transformations, right? And also when it comes to healing others, some of you guys could be showing up as someone who is in a coven, not like in a bad way, but like in a sense of, community, right? So take what resonates with that. But covens could be very significant, okay? But yeah. So we also have corn maze. It says, although your path is unclear, it is there waiting for you, for your faith to lead you. Okay, so with the number 8, this is about your power. Some of you guys, like I said, you guys are learning to step into your power, but you guys could be very cautious about the path that you guys are on or the path that you're taking. Okay, so it's almost like right now the weather is dead, and because you can't see any growth at this time, you may think that the path you're on is not right because things may look dead. But at the same time, whatever seeds that you've planted in the past, of course it's going to look dead now, but once water or you've watered it or fertilized whatever this idea thing or whatever it is, it's showing up now that you guys could be waiting for your faith to lead you. And so this is about patience, okay? Preparation of patience for your seeds to grow, your crops to grow, okay? Root vegetables, right? So it says, in those hidden places with the number 33, where most fear to go is where the most nourishment is waiting for you to behold. So yeah, root vegetables, something about you going to the root of things and building things from scratch or growing things from scratch. Right? So things that are hidden, that's probably the fear of it all. It's like it may be hidden, but you could be nourishing it while it's hidden, and you could be waiting for it to be held, meaning you can't wait to get this energy, you know, that's happening for you when it comes to your creativity. You can't wait to see maybe how it will show up, or you can't wait to see how it could be executed. You know, whatever this is that you guys are growing or building or executing, there's something about patience, but also being like very excited, right, for this new beginning. Now, this excitement could also be nerves as well. Like, you could be very nervous for some of you for this new beginning, but for some of you guys could be very comfortable in the unknown, right? Like, you guys are used to the unknown. So yeah, the number 33 is very significant. Some of you guys may resonate with the number 3. Okay, this is about you being a bridge when it comes to manifestations, when it comes to joy, okay, helping people with their creativity, tapping into their, you know, solar plexus chakra as well, and their heart chakra is also significant. So some of you guys are learning to also, I want to say, repair your DNA too, like how your DNA was made up. You guys could be learning to, you know, repair that. So unlearning certain patterns or unlearning certain traditions or dynamics that don't fit you. They may fit other generations prior to you, but they don't fit you per se, okay? So autumn equinox is very significant with the number 3, and I did mention 3s could be very significant. It says nothing is whole without the acceptance and not acknowledgement of it all. So there's something about integration that's very significant. Sun and moon energy may resonate. Also, when it comes to equinox energy, there's something about fall and spring. So anything that you've planted during the fall, okay, during the autumn equinox, fall equinox, okay, take what resonates with that. There's something about the spring equinox that is very significant as well. Okay, so some of you guys may resonate with this message when it comes to, you know, you accepting certain things and acknowledging certain things that you've either dealt with or had to go through, but still showing up in this energy when it comes to growth, like still showing up strong and determined and ambitious, regardless of what it is that you've gone through, regardless of the situations you were put into, whether you wanted to be in those situations or not. But at the end of it, it still taught you something, right? Yeah, grieving. It says the chambers of your mourning are surrounded by nothingness, emptiness, waiting to be seen. So grieving, 19, okay, something about you grieving the past, grieving, you know, the old you. Okay, completion of self is very significant in renewal of light. This is Phoenix energy. Some of you feel like you're grieving your old self, okay, with the number 19. 1 and 9 equals 10. So for some of you guys, when it comes to wholeness, you know, there's something about endings of cycles and stepping into newer beginnings and learning to accept that you are no longer your old you, right? Whatever your old version of you was, there's nothing left, okay? That energy could feel empty when it comes to, you know, you releasing that old version of yourself. Even when it comes to like emptiness waiting to be seen, you could feel very empty even though you are being seen. Like, there's people out there that are just doing what they do, and whether they feel seen or not, they just do what they need to do. And then you have people out there who want to be seen and they're waiting to be seen. But for you, for some of you guys are releasing that energy. You don't care if you're seen or not. As long as you're showing up every day, as long as you are, you know, empowering yourself and stepping into your purpose, that's all that matters, right? So this is, again, Phoenix energy, fulfillment, and rebirth. You guys could have went through a rebirth when it comes to nostalgia and grieving the past you. Yeah, falling leaves. Okay, 14. Let go of things that weigh heavily on you. You deserve to take up space. So yeah, if that's about you guys being seen, okay, releasing that, that is very significant with the number 14. So even March 14th could be very significant. Letting go of things that weigh heavily and you being able to move forward so that you can take up space wherever you guys are moving on to your next destination, right? So 14 talks about, you know, you guys going through a foundation shift. There's something about also conscious change. There's also something to do with you having to deal with truthful foundations or building on that and being adaptable when it comes to growth. Okay, Toad, it says observe. For those who watch, see all. So you guys are in this observing energy where you guys are watching, taking a leap of faith or watching to see when the right time is to take a leap of faith. Like I said, autumn energy is very significant. Autumn or fall equinox, okay? If you notice the leaves, right? Something about leaves, okay? Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go of control and just observing the energy is very significant as well. Okay, the color green too when it comes to you grounding yourself as well. Frogs could be very significant too, and lily pads, okay? Lily pads and frogs are very significant, okay? So take what resonates with that. But there is something about you observing, and also angel number 1212 could be very significant too when it comes to your energy and the choices that you make, picking your battles very wisely as well. Fawn, okay, it says be curious, dear child, and explore the world within worlds, okay? 15, right? This is you either healing, okay, choosing heart-centered truth, or this could be you evolving when it comes to love, right? Now, evolving when it comes to love could be you emotionally healing yourself, learning to heal, or just coming to yourself when it comes to, matters of the home, okay? Coming home to yourself when it comes to like balance is very significant. You are choosing heart-centered leadership, meaning you are choosing to lead by your heart and not by logic. So if you feel like you need to do something, or if you feel like your heart is telling you something, it's almost like you guys are now listening to your inner knowing, your intuition, or what you feel, rather than just going by what you think your logic is trying to tell you. So what you feel when you have your intuitive downloads or, things of that matter, there's something also about you being able to trust yourself and, not be too logical about the situation that you could be dealing with, okay? Being able to go with the flow is very significant. Again, with the lily pads, water could be very significant too. Like there's something about maybe you have this energy where you could be very dry sometimes, right? You could be very dry when it comes to your energy, but it's not because you want to be dry. It's because you guys are protecting your boundaries or protecting you, okay? So there's certain things that you guys could have a lot of discernment about. This could be as of recently as well, or this could be over the last few weeks that you guys are observing a lot of things that you guys have noticed. And that could be confirmation for some of you too, when it comes to like you opening up your eyes and seeing things from a different perspective or from a new lens, right? So pomegranate, okay? It says, dare to taste the unknown. Let it seduce your spirit awake. So yeah, there's something about the unknown that's very significant with the number 29. Okay, pomegranate is very significant. Maybe you guys like pomegranate, or the fruit pomegranate is significant. But yeah, take what resonates with that. Angel number 11 when it comes to your intuition. So when it comes to you being curious and exploring things, you are listening to your intuition at this time, okay? Like I said, you guys are either observing a situation or you guys are listening to your inner knowing, okay? So yeah, mountain cabin, it says 27. There are times when solitude can be healing and enlightening, okay? So take what resonates with that. Not everyone's going to understand why you go within or why you rather choose solitude or seek solitude than to be with, energies that don't really serve you. And I don't mean like serving you as in a sense, well, because you don't have money, I can't be friends with you. No, not like that. When I mean serve you, I mean you could meet people for the first time and they can teach you something brand new every single time you meet them. That's what I'm talking about. Meeting and dealing with people who like learning, who like understanding the way the world works, the way the world is, okay? Why certain things show up the way that it does. Why is history repeating itself? Things like that, topics like that. Not everybody wants to talk deeply or go deep, but some people do. And there's different levels to it as well. But you're not going to judge somebody because you want to go in. When you want to go within yourself, you find a lot of enlightenment. You find a lot of, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding within you, and you realize what you like. I know this sounds annoying, but it's true. You realize what you like and you literally don't like when it comes to energies around you, people, places, and things, jobs, whatever it is, okay? You start to see things from a different lens, and then you start to realize that, you know what? this whole game of life is very significant. Monopoly is also significant as well. So board games may resonate for some of you guys when it comes to life. You may feel like life is a game, right? And so for some of you guys, in order to win that game, especially video games could be very significant. In order to win that game, you need to beat the boss, or you need to go through whatever obstacles and challenges in order for you to get to the top. It may not be the end, but you're getting to the top, you're getting somewhere, you're building momentum, you're building something, okay? So I'm going to end it here. At the bottom of the deck, we have Ghost Whisperer. It says, number 18, be still in the whispers that ebb and flow through the silence. So yeah, you guys could be someone who sits in silence, or you may sit within yourself, or you may go within, right? But there's something about candle work, okay? You know, you may use certain rituals to manifest what it is that you need or what you want, okay? Books could be very significant when it comes to spell book. I don't judge, okay? Everybody has a different way of doing rituals and doing certain things that they love to do. I'm just calling the message like I see it, so that could be confirmation, right? I'm very open to everybody finding different ways to navigate their spirituality, as long as you're not doing anything to harm anybody and you're not doing anything to, you know, hurt someone, and you're just focusing on yourself and your well-being and mental well-being. I honestly don't see anything wrong with what you do. It's like people in relationships. You like who you like. It is what it is. Get over it. You know, I wish people would just get over certain things. If you don't like something that somebody loves, that's okay. Okay, that doesn't make them a bad person, right? Especially when it comes to spell work, that doesn't make them a bad person. Okay, everybody does spell work without realizing. Okay, the word of the tongue, that's spell work. So it's not about just burning a candle and gathering leaves and things. It's not even about that only. Yeah, that is true, but it's not about that only. Your words manifest things. Your words hold power. They hold weight. That is why sometimes people need to be careful what they say and how they say it, because it can manifest into something else. All right, guys. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. Again, thank you guys for, you know, the love and the support. Okay, you guys, when it comes to, you know, you supporting my channel, what I'm trying to build at this time when it comes to community and just being able to come together as a group of unique people, even if it's not just me, it's being able to go to other readers as well and be comfortable in the skin that you're in as well, because I'm not the only reader out there. There's other readers out there too who, you know, may make you feel the same way as well. So yeah, whatever resonates with you, take that away, take some type of wisdom, knowledge if it doesn't resonate, or share it with somebody you know that may resonate with it. But anyway, thank you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys as always. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. My website is also www.mysteriouslyunique.ca, and I appreciate you guys. All right, love you guys, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye guys.